back. I'm going to go start it on the TV out there right now. I don't think I've ever seen a game end on a free throw. Not in the 7 years I've been here. What's that? Which one? Well, the game, it was out of time, so there was no clock. He just... Oh, before the foul. Oh, really? You think it may not have? I'll have to go back and look. Was it close? Oh, real? Well, that clock's not the real clock. That clock's off. So the real one, and there's always like a 1 or 2 second difference. So they go by the official. Yep. I don't think I've ever seen a game end on a free throw here. Jeff Russell here, and wow, we just finished watching Chase Gwaltney hit a game-winning free throw with no time left. 2 shots to win it, 1 shot to tie. If he misses both, they lose. And Chase, did you expect anything other? Coming through, incredible. Right now, we got the Supersonics and Ezra Hoover's Jazz looking for their first win. The last game, the Bulls were looking for their first win, so the Bulls go to 0-4 as Sixers move to 3-1. Philip Umbell was player of the game in that one. For this game, it looks like the biggest person missing is Brody Torrance for Ezra Hoover. And once again, without Brody, last week, coming off a loss to Chase Gwaltney and the Sixers. And here we go, Clay Gingrich to tip off. And here's Jaiden Vega. Jesse taking it strong. Floater, that fast. Jesse Stark wasting no time. Ahead 2-0. Here's Zimmerman. That was for 3. TJ, the rebound, no good. And John Noel missed. But TJ Fox didn't. Right back, and we're knotted at 2. Incredible finish to that Sixers Bulls game. Liam Francis, player of the week last week. To Jesse, back to Vega. Jesse, double team, poked at by Fox, went right to Clay Gingrich, and Clay picking up where he left off last week. Clay had a sensational game. And Coach Stark said he sees improvement every single week with Gingrich. Here's Zimmerman, that's for 3 in and out. Jesse comes down with it. Francis swings it to Jesse. Jesse off the glass, no good. I'll go the other way, Fox. Out it to Zimmerman. Zimmerman. And Liam Francis just picked his pocket. Francis also improving every single week. And Jesse missed it. Fox comes down with it. CJ Boone out there. TJ underneath. Noel got it over the hands of Jesse somehow, but missed. Francis missed. And Zimmerman comes down with it. Eli, back, Noel, and that was for 2. Missed it. Zimmerman got the rebound. He missed. And Francis comes down with it. 4-2 Sonics. Pass for Vega. With his incredible speed, he caught up, but could not save it to his own team. Early first quarter action. This is the 9 o'clock game. John Noel just keeps firing away. Sooner or later, they're going to go in, John. 4-2, Stark and the Sonics. Looking to go 3-1. As for the Jazz, they would just love a win. And we're going to go the other way. And Chick Coles is here. Chick, do you want to get mic'd up? You have anything to say there? We're going to get Chick Coles on the mic here. All right, folks, joining me right now, Chick Coles from the 76ers. Chick, did you have any doubt in your mind Chase Gwaltney was going to hit both of those free throws?
No doubt. I had no doubt.
I didn't have a doubt. I mean, if anybody was going to do it, Chase Gwaltney.
Here's the backstory. On our first practice, everybody's shooting free throws. And I told them, this is the situation I want to set you up for success for. And I went over this situation.
This exact situation.
Absolutely.
And folks, that's why Chick Coles is a Hall of Fame coach right there. Chick, you've been in the championship game the last 2 years. You won one of them. And Chase was on your team last year, and you immediately at the draft didn't even hesitate.
Oh, yeah.
Who you were taking as the number 1
Chase is going to be in New Holland basketball for a long time.
He will be remembered, definitely. But I wanted to know, what did you think of the player of the game I gave to Philip Umbell?
You know what? I said to Philip before the game, I said, look, I need you to play the way you play in our practice scrimmages, because he's a beast in practice, and he stepped up.
He was a beast today. His shooting percentage was
I think we need players of the game.
Would you like to do that? Okay.
Yeah, because
I will give it to Chase and Philip Umbell. Let me correct this score sheet here. I was thinking of doing that. Chase with as big as those foul shots were. I know it took Chase a while to get on the board, but he came through at the end. So
he did.
We're going to make it player of the game. I think it's definitely. I was considering that the whole time. And here's Hoover.
But it's
gotta be proud.
if you got to get up at 7 in the morning, this is what you want to get up for.
Well, it's very hard for teenagers to wake up this early on a Saturday and play
Yeah.
this well,
Yeah.
which is really impressive. But
Yeah.
the whole team just came together, it looked. And,
Yep.
what were you thinking when you lost the lead there? The Bulls came storming back.
And I had no timeouts.
Oh, you had no time.
Yes,
Okay.
yes.
We don't have record
I
of
used
that
my
up here.
I used my last timeout at 2 minutes to go. I figured we were close enough that we'd be able to get through. That was a mistake. I'll learn from that. But the guys they hung in there.
How proud are you of this team?
Oh, I tell you what, I'm sky high.
I mean, does this kind of bring you back to your days at the Seahawks with the Ronan Casey and Fonzie? Do you ever think of Fonzie when you see Byron out there?
I'm in touch with Fonzie regularly.
Oh, you are?
Oh, yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
Does he ever come and watch? I never see him here.
No, he is a very motivated young man. He is always working.
Okay, so Fonzie, I guess he graduated. Did he graduate high school?
I think so. I think
Okay.
so. Yeah.
Francis missed.
So, folks, I'll turn Jeff back over to you, but I hope you enjoyed watching. It was a fun game.
Can't wait to watch the replay tonight. Chick Coles, everybody, the indelible Chick Coles, one of the greatest coaches here at Upward. And we're still at 4-2 in this game. Incredible. And we'll be back right after this.
Number one, put God first. Put God first in everything you do. Everything that you think you see in me, everything that I've accomplished, everything that you think I have, and I have a few things, everything that I have is by the grace of God. Understand that. It's a gift.
All right, we're back. It's still 4-2 in a low-scoring game here. Chick Coles, that was Chick joining us. Just an emotional game that just took place at 8 a.m. Zimmerman, boy, everybody's just waking up today. Stark outlet for Vega. Vega. And he's going to draw the foul, so Coach Stark stands up and applauds. So Vega goes to the line to shoot two. Misses the first. So Jesse's going to come out. Kieran Hayes and Dallas Shan, so going to bring in the little guys. Two of the smallest in Upward history right here, folks, on the same team. Vega misses both. Unfortunately for Stark, TJ Fox looking to tie this game. One hop there, got his own rebound. TJ draws the foul. Look at TJ Fox go. Let's take a look at some of that work. Fox looking to tie this game. One hop there, got his own rebound. TJ draws the foul. One thing I see a lot of players do at this level is take that extra dribble off the floor that really you don't need to do. I know the temptation's there. We've seen Ben Eberle do it last week. But if you watch Bryce Hertzler go right up with it, no need to take that one dribble. That does cost you a split second. TJ hits the second. 4-3. On week 4, here's Jesse. Bangs into Ramirez. No call, and Stark will take the basket. That was interesting. .50 seconds left to go, first quarter. No Brody Torrance in this game. Here's Hoover, coach's son. Got it to Fox. Fox for a long two. No good. Shannon underneath. He couldn't grab it. Matthew Herman over there. TJ came away with it. Here's Stoltzfus. That was for three. Missed it. Coming up on 20 seconds. Dallas Shands. Stark Right side, got past Zimmerman, got past Stoltzfus, missed it. Herman smacking it around. Matthew Herman, good work. Got it to Dallas. Dallas, and with Eli in his face, he realized, I'm up in the air, but I can't shoot it. As Jeff Burke is laughing. What do you do? If you're, great effort by Dallas. Nothing you can do in that situation. Just land and accept the penalty. 3 seconds left. Zimmerman at the buzzer. Almost. So after 1 quarter, Sonics up 6-3. We'll be back.
Folks, if you'd like to show your support for the New Holland, Pennsylvania Upward program, subscribe to our YouTube channel. Here's how. Do you see the QR code in the middle of the screen? Simply get out your phone, open up your camera app, and hover the app right over that QR code. Pretend you're going to take a picture of it, but don't snap that button to take the picture. Just have the QR code in the middle of your camera screen. You should see a link pop up. That link will take you directly to our YouTube channel. Simply click that yellow link, and you'll be showing your support for this organization. Now, one little thing. If you don't see a subscribe button, you might need to create a YouTube account first. Get signed into YouTube, then try it all over again. Thank you very much for supporting the New Holland, Pennsylvania Upward program.
All right, we're back. Jeff Russell with Jeff Burke on the camera. Thank you, Jeff. And Jeff got to enjoy the end of that Sixers game. And if you haven't seen it, it ended on a free throw. Shannon missed. Stoltzfus. Early second quarter. Kieran Hayes, good defense. Ramirez has Zimmerman, a good luck from 8 feet. That's no good. And Liam Francis snatches it. Francis, player of the game last week. Probably should have given it to Francis and Stark. They both deserved it. Got to start giving out co-players of the game. Over the head of Shannon. Got to go the other way. Stoltzfus for 3. That's no good. Here's Francis. Vega. Francis. Vega in the lane, off the glass, in and out, no good. Stark would have loved that with Jesse resting. Still a 6-3 Sonic lead, Sonics in green. Vega, wild pass, but got it to Francis nicely. Liam, back to Vega. This is the Francis Vega show here. They cannot penetrate. Kicks it out, Kieran Hayes back. And they're gonna set up shop. Vega doing some good ball handling here. You don't usually see that, but Zimmerman said enough. Trenton waited patiently and laid it in. What a play, Trenton Zimmerman. And we're gonna have a shoe tying timeout. Let's take a look at Trenton Zimmerman again. Vega doing some good ball handling here. You don't usually see that, but Zimmerman said enough. Trenton waited patiently and laid it in. What a play, Trenton Zimmerman. That is wonderful basketball. The patience that Trenton just displayed right there. They let Vega go back and forth with Francis and waited for the right moment to strike. And that makes Trenton Zimmerman first round pick, which he was. All right, Jesse back into the game. Jesse gotta be called for a travel. And Coach Stark not complaining, so good call, Fidel. Fidel's going to be doing all 8 games today. He'll be coming with me over to the girls' 4 games that we're going to do later today. Ian King into the game. He's one of the shortest here in Upward history. Well, you got 3 of the shortest people at Upward history in this game. Here's Zimmerman for 3. Eli Ramirez, good job. Stoltzfus. TJ Fox got to be careful there with the screen. Picked off by Francis. Switches the hands, feeds Jesse. Got his own rebound and put it in. Jesse Stark. Exactly what Coach Stark wants to see. Follow your shots, folks. How many times do I see players shoot and just go down or watch? You got to follow up. Ramirez. Underneath. That would have counted. Oh, Eli's going to go shoot too. There with the screen. Picked off by Francis. Switches the hands, feeds Jesse. Got his own rebound and put it. See how Jesse followed his shot right there. Good for your 7th graders to watch. Always follow up. Eli misses the first. Eli was out in game 1 in week 1. Him and Zimmerman. And the Jazz lost to Briar Fisher and the Lakers in that one, 46-35. And then Eli and Zimmerman were back. Week 2 against the Heat. Eli misses both, and they lost that game in overtime, 42-39. And Zimmerman got it back somehow. Ramirez, Gingrich into the game. Here's Fox for 3. That's no good. TJ followed up his shot nicely. Kicks it out. Eli. Gingrich came over. Good job by Shantz. Boy, the Sonic defense really stepping up strong right here. Gingrich the steal. Clay bounce pass to Francis. Right back to Clay. A good defense, TJ Fox. TJ patiently waited. Eli for 3. No good. Gingrich should rebound. Clay's dad was on the camera last week, Rod. And boy, Clay put on a show. Should have given him co-player of the game. And Jesse Stark doing his thing. (10-5). Stoltzfus. Zimmerman for 3. No good. TJ. That's going to count. He'll go to the line. So TJ to shoot 2. TJ misses the first. All right, subs are going to come in. Noel and Hoover for the Jazz. And Eli and Stoltzfus are going to take a seat. Coming up next is the undefeated Heat. TJ misses again. You're not going to want to miss the next game, folks. Timberwolves and Heat. Caleb Hoover, nicely done. Nice steal. Noel, he's been firing all day. Getting closer, John. Here's CJ Boone. CJ, he's going to pull the trigger. And they're going to get CJ on a travel. Good effort, CJ. CJ, a longtime player here at Upward. I remember him way back, I believe it's 4th grade. I definitely remember him in the 5th and 6th league. I'm pretty sure he was way back. And that was Orion Bilheim. He just missed. So 45 seconds ago in the first half. Gingrich. Yes, Clay. Clay Gingrich. Just building every week. That's what you want to see. 30 seconds. Noel gonna just throw one up, and Gingrich comes down with it. Boy, this Sonic team looks really good. Underneath, Francis, like clockwork. Ten seconds. Fox at the buzzer. That's no good. So after one half of play, it's been all Sonics, 14-5. Stay tuned for the second half.
All right. So we're talking about one word, grace, and this week another word kind of came to mind. I've been thinking about, again, it's hard sometimes just thinking about one word and giving all the different kind of thoughts and process of understanding grace and what that really looks like. But the other word that I wanted to bring into this that is intertwined with the word grace is the word forgiveness. This is what I have. Forgiveness is grace in action, where favor meets the reality of our failings. Forgiveness is the tangible expression of grace. Just as grace is freely given by us by God, forgiveness reflects the unearned mercy to others. When we forgive, we are showing that grace triumphs over judgment and opens the door for healing and restoration. Here's the reality. In essence, grace is lived out by forgiveness. It is a profound act of obedience and love that mirrors God's character. And when I thought about this aspect of grace and forgiveness, the thought was, when I had said to everybody in the beginning, I want you to see grace in your lives everywhere, wherever you go. Like it was the car that you now bought, now you see everywhere. I wanted you to see grace wherever you walk in life. In the same way, I hope this week you see forgiveness. That you maybe need to give forgiveness to somebody, or where have you gained forgiveness from somebody else? But more than that, what really hit me was this. From a standpoint of grace and forgiveness, is grace or is forgiveness something that you need to give to yourself? To where you think that you failed so terribly, disastrously, that you never can come out of the pit. But that you can earn that same forgiveness, that same grace, giving it to yourself. Don't be so hard on yourself. Because God is the God that redeems us from the pit. Let me pray. Jesus, thank you for this day and this time. Thank you for all that you're doing in our lives. Let us keep learning from you to know who you are. In Jesus' name, amen.
Last year. Okay, because that was our first year with that. Okay.
Last week I had this buzzing feed. Welcome, everybody, to the Wednesday Weekly Wrap-Up. I'm your host, Jeff Russell. We'll take a look at the action from last Saturday and the upcoming games for this Saturday, Week 4. And we'll also take a look at the standings. Kicking it off at 8 a.m. was Chick Cole's 76ers, and they were hosting Ezra Hoover's Jazz. The Jazz still looking for their first win of the season, coming into this game at 0-2. Sixers were 1-1. Jazz would be without Brody Torrance and Jose Gavilando in this one. And Chick Coles would have to play without Philip Umbel and Joshua Day. Let's take a look at the highlights and see if the Jazz finally got their first win. There's Chase. Weaver underneath. Good job by Fox. Follow Concepcion Leyva. Oh well, it's Brody Torrance because it's not DJ Fox stepping up today. All right, we're back here. Jeff Russell with Jeff Merck on the camera. Thank you, Jeff, for volunteering. And right now it's been all Sonics to this point. No Brody Torrance for the Jazz. Jazz looking for that first win, and Logan Stoltzfus says, I'm going to help. There you go, Logan. Cuts the lead to 6. Francis. And he just puts one in. Nice little quiet shot from Liam. Liam had a great game last week against the Trailblazers. Zimmerman and Jesse just got his hands on it. Gonna force a jump. For the Supersonics, they lost their first. The only game they lost was against Nigel El Salvador in the Heat in Week 1, 43-36. But the most important thing there is Jaiden Vega was not here, and Gingrich is going to be called. Lost his footing. So without Jaiden Vega, they've never won. With Jaiden Vega, they've never lost. So you make your own determinations there. Here's Eli. And John Noel, boy, I've never seen so many shots by him in one game. Here's again. John's just pulling the trigger the second he can. Got to get one of them to fall. Here's Vega. Now, according to Coach Stark, Jaiden Vega is faster than Clay Gingrich. And here's Clay underneath. Missed it. And I would love to see the two of them in a race. Jeff, have you ever seen them two go at it? Vega and Gingrich, you see them run full speed?
Yeah, they're 100%.
I mean, do you know who's faster out of the two?
Probably Vega, I'd guess.
That's what Coach Stark said. Coach Stark said Vega. There's Zimmerman, he missed. Gingrich the rebound. Trenton Zimmerman threw it to Noel on the floor, and Noel just one-hands it. Had a good time out there. Let's take a look at that while we're here. He missed. Gingrich the rebound. Trenton Zimmerman threw it to Noel on the floor, and Noel just one-handed. There you go. Just, I'm on the floor. Let me smack it to you. So, folks, coming up next, Nigel El Salvador and the undefeated Heat. And they're going to be taking on Gabriel Hoover and the Timberwolves. That is going to be game of the day, even though I think we had game of the day. The 8 o'clock game, if you missed it, Chase Gwaltney had 2 free throws with no time left to win the game. If he hits one, he ties. If he misses both, they lose. And what do you think Chase did? I'll leave it up to your imagination. You go out and watch the replay. Folks, also don't forget, every Wednesday I put out the Wednesday Weekly Wrap-Up, all the highlights from today's action, and we look at next week's games, along with the standings. Let's take a quick look at the Wednesday weekly wrap-up from last week.
Welcome, everybody, to the Wednesday Weekly Wrap-Up. I'm your host, Jeff Russell. We'll take a look at the action from last Saturday and the upcoming games for this.
And the fifth travel today.
That one.
So just keep in mind, I try to get that out by Wednesday. Sometimes it's late Wednesday, but we get it out Wednesday. So weeks 1, 2, and 3 are all out there. If you just want to get caught up on all the action. And that's all the leagues. We have highlights from all the leagues except the boys' 5th and 6th league. We just do a recap, but unfortunately I don't film those games. But the games are filmed. So there is a live feed for all the boys' 5th and 6th games. It's just one feed. We have a couple families that volunteer and went through training, which we're very thankful for the Yules and the Hochstetlers. And gonna get Liam Francis. Francis doesn't like the call. (16-8), and for the Jazz, they're just going to have to wait to the playoffs. Zimmerman just rejected by Jesse, and yes, Jesse, you are getting a ceremonious rejection. That was invented by Patrick Casey, by the way, folks, and that was back in Chase Gwaltney's 4th grade year. Patrick and Ronan decided to join me and help out on the mic. Francis switches to his left, feeds it over to Jesse. Beautiful teamwork right there. Let's take a look at that again. Pay attention, 7th graders. Ronan decided to join me and help out on the mic. Francis switches to his left, feeds it over to Jesse. That is how you work with your teammates. And we're gonna have a travel. So as we go back to the next game, the 10 o'clock game, so Nigel Salvador and the Heat, 2 wins and 1 loss. So they have 3 wins. They're 3-0. I just got the wrong color. Let me fix that. Yeah, they won all 3 games. So Salvador player of the game in weeks 1 and 3. Jed Stoltzfus in week 2. Here's Francis, just drained a 3. Take a look at that again. Player of the game in weeks 1 and 3. Jed Stoltzfus in week 2. Here's Boy, Liam Francis. And here's Stoltzfus for a long 3. And Caleb Hoover came down with it nicely. And this is turning into an exhibition game right now. Francis missed a layup. That's a rare miss from Francis. And Eli, I'm not sure what Eli was trying to do there. Was he trying to draw a foul? And it didn't work, Eli, whatever. It was a good try, though. 2 minutes to go in the third. Stark for 3. That's no good. Caleb Hoover the rebound. Well, you know who Caleb Hoover looks like? Jeff, do you know Brian Schaefer? No. So Brian used to be back here with me. There's Zimmerman for 3. Let's take a look at that real fast before I tell you who Hoover looks like. You know who Caleb Hoover looks like? Jeff, do you know Brian Schaefer? No. So Brian used to be back here with me. There's That's all right. We know it went in, Trent. Let's get the score. So Caleb Hoover reminds me a lot of Reese Schaefer. So Reese Schaefer, if you go back to the 2020-21 videos out there, Brian Schaefer's son, Reese. He also had a daughter, Kaylee, who played in the girls' league, and her and Katie Hoffman. Can't tell you how many times they collided. The Schaefers. Here's Zimmerman. That's for another 3. That's short. Dallas Shands into the game. 21-10. Jesse, nice block. And now they're going to call Jesse. So TJ Fox going to shoot 2. Fox makes the first. that'll bring it to a 9-point game. As we see Nigel Salvador in the building. Hey, good job, TJ Fox hits both. Francis. Over Herman. Zimmerman. Trent. Good D by Herman. Zimmerman almost hit that. There's Kieran Hayes. He decided he was just going to kick it. I'm not going near TJ Fox, he said. I'll kick at it, but that's about it. I'm not getting my head taken off. That guy's twice my size. Kieran Hayes, I don't know if it's him or Ian King. One of those two have got to be the shortest at Upward. It used to be Dallas Shands. No longer. Here's Fox. Missed it. That just reminded me of Bryce Hertzler, what he went through today. Hertzler had a sensational game. But the ball just seemed like there was a magnet on that rim. Here's Eli. And it is going to go the other way. Francis was pointing for it. Going to have some subs coming in with 7 seconds to go in the third. And Supersonics still in control of this one. Only an 8-point game. You do not want to get complacent here. We saw the Bulls come back from 11. Francis at the buzzer. So after 3, still all Sonics, 21-13. We'll be back.
Hello. You might not remember me. I played basketball here when I was 6. Skinny kid with blonde hair. I barely knew how to dribble. I never made a shot the whole season, but my coach made me feel like I was the best player on the court. When I was 10, I played soccer. I could kick the ball pretty well, but couldn't make a goal. I didn't care about winning because that year my coach taught me about Jesus. When I was 15, my parents argued a lot. My grades were slipping in school. I wasn't happy much that year, except for upward practice and games. That's where I learned about perseverance and how important it is to really trust God. Now I'm 19 and surviving college. I drive past your church some Saturdays and see the empty parking lot. It makes me sad, but I know times are different. I want you to know that there are a lot of other boys and girls like me out there who, during a quiet drive on Saturdays, think back on those days of playing Upward and how much they meant to us.
All right, we're back here for the 4th and final quarter of Game 2 today, the 9 o'clock game, and Jeff Russell here with Jeff Merkel on the camera. And it's been all Sonics, but it's only 8. Jesse followed up his shot. What an incredible play by Jesse. Let's look at that again, folks. Jeff Merkel on the camera. Here's how you follow up. It's been all Sonics, but it's only 8. Jesse followed up his shot. What an incredible play by Jesse. Boy, Jesse Stark, just a great job today. Stark, gonna throw it off the board. No good. We got a 10-point game here. Good save by Stoltzfus. I hear his sister Cece is really good. I think she's on the guarded spot middle school team. Here's Vega with his blinding speed. Vega over to Gingrich. 2 of the fastest guys on the team. And got to have a jump. Good job, Eli Ramirez. So as I look at the fastest players here at Upward, I'm going to include Gingrich and Vega with Mason Montefort, Gabriel Hoover. Now that's this season. All time, we have Hoover, Montefort, and Drew Blasinski as the 3 fastest. But what I've seen from Vega and Gingrich,
I got to include them for this season as the fastest. Here's little Ian King. Got it to Eli. Sees Zimmerman wide open underneath. Great look. That's some good teamwork right there. Ian King kicked that off. 4.5 left to go. Vega, no good. Francis. Gingrich stops. Good look. In and out. Clay, bad break. But Vega got the offensive rebound. Francis. Coach calls time, and he's going to get it. Good timeout call. We'll be back. Are you right with God, folks?
How do I get right with God? We are sinners, and Romans 6:23 tells us that the penalty of our sin is death. The reason why Jesus died on the cross was to pay for our own penalty. He died in our place. And when we understand and believe that Jesus died for our sins, we now can have a close relationship with a perfect and holy God.
All right, we're back. And TJ Fox with 3:35 left to go, an 8-point game. This is still a game. King dishes it inside. Boy, they've been feeding the three of them again. There we go, the King, Ramirez, Zimmerman combo. That's twice in a row now, and they're only down 6, folks. Now we got to tie. They're tying shoes. Stoltzfus and Ramirez tying their shoes with no timeout. The assistant coach is letting them know you're going to get a delay, but can they give you a delay for tying your shoe? I don't know. Here's Shands. Under 3 minutes. Francis for 3. That's off the mark. Vega just swatted it inside right to Clay Gingrich. What a play. Jaiden Vega, a huge basket in that spot. It was only a 6-point game. They got to get it going here. Stoltzfus missed. Underneath. Ramirez to King. Ian wide open for 3, didn't want it. May have been a good choice. They want a basket here. Stoltzfus, floater, in and out, no good. Fox came right to TJ, and he put it in. And Stark's going to call time. And we'll be back right after this. Yes, folks, that was Ryder Hertzler of the 2020 Raptors. One of the greatest plays here ever at Upward, deking out 3 or 4 guys. It was funny, his dad, Mitch, sent me that clip. Well, he asked me, he gave me the time, and he says, can you go back and find this point in time? He gave me the quarter and the minute, and I didn't know why, and then I found out why. One of the greatest plays ever from Ryder, and that was before he hit his growth spurt. Now he's one of the best players at guard and spot varsity, Ryder. And the Raptors did go on to win the championship that year. But we're back, coming up on 2 minutes in a 6-point game. Rejected by Eli Ramirez. A great save by Gingrich. Francis got it to Vega. TJ Fox right there, forced a bad shot. Herman setting it back up top for Jesse. Minute 47 left to go, 6-point game. Stark to Francis. Francis bounce pass underneath, and it went right through the hands of Vega and Gingrich. Bad break there for the Sonics. And now the Jazz have a chance. Fox. And that's for three! TJ Fox! A huge shot. Now we got a 3-point game. Herman. Got it back to Jesse. Francis. 1 minute exactly. 3-point lead. There's no shot clock, so you're going to have to foul. That's a good foul by Stoltzfus. There is no reason to delay here for the defense because they could just kill the whole entire minute. Francis. Jesse, you got to foul unless you think you're going to get a steal. Jesse wide open to Gingrich. Huge basket, great pass. That was tremendous. And Bilheim can't save it, gonna go the other way. And the Sonics catching some breaks late. Here's Francis with 35 seconds and a 5-point lead, poked at by Zimmerman. Here's Fox. Back Zimmerman, that's for three, no good. Jesse the rebound. Herman, and he's going to be called for a travel. Huge break for the Jazz. And subs are going to come in. CJ Boone, Kieran Shannon. Bilheim's going to rest. 18 seconds in a 5-point game. Green up by 5. Fox. TJ tried to save it and gonna go the other way. TJ lost the handle, unfortunately for the Jazz. And they got a foul right away here. Had a chance for a steal. Francis got it to Vega. They need the foul, 12 seconds. Vega, wide open, missed it. Jesse the rebound, still not fouling. 5 seconds. Jesse tiptoeing along the half-court line. Jesse's going to kill the whole thing out. And I don't know. They did not signal that it counted. But anyway, your final, 27-22. Congratulations, Coach Stark. Player of the game, his son Jesse Stark. Stay tuned, everybody, for the Heat and the Timberwolves coming up next.